Hello, my name is Job Basilis, and I don't feel like telling you my name.
What?
Because I don't know you. But, go ahead, search me up. Search me up in Google. I guess you'll find a 13-year-old boy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I remember a time when I was in a field, baseball field, and I was in the outfield, and all I thought about was God. I'm in a game, but then I'm just thinking about Jesus and God and the things that He has done for me and the great things that He keeps giving me, like air to breathe and stuff. And next thing you know, the ball is hit. And as the ball is hit, I'm still thinking about God and His beauty. And I'm running towards the ball in the air. And I just throw myself. I felt so safe in that moment while I was in the air, in a way that I never felt before. Next thing you know, I'm on the floor with my glove up, with the ball in my glove, and the fans and my team are cheering, and everyone goes wild. I was not thinking about me. I wasn't thinking about what I was gonna do next or what was going on during the game, but I was actually just thinking about God and His beauty. And I noticed that putting God in my life, not even worrying or putting too much attention on these worldly things, that I be successful when I put God as my main point, as my main focus. And this has been working with me since forever. Every time I depend on Him and stop depending on myself, things go good. But when I stop depending on Him and say to myself, I got this. It's no problem, I've done it before. I got this. I embarrass myself. I had to preach one day, this Sabbath in New York. And as I was preaching, I was actually preaching what God gave me to preach for this specific church. And I thought to myself that I can't do this. There's no way. So I had to truly depend 100% on God so that He could keep putting His words and illuminating me to preach His message. The message got across. There were some tears in the audience. And I was for sure that there were hearts changed. Now the next Sabbath, I had to preach again. This was in another place. And since I already did that sermon for a church, I wanted to do it again for the next church. But God was telling me no. I have another message for you to preach. But because of my laziness, I decided to still do the same message. I got to the place. I went to the church. Next thing you know, my keys are locked in the car with my sermon, with my phone and everything. All I have with me is the Bible. And I'm like, whoa, what am I going to do now? How am I going to preach a sermon if my sermon is in the car? I was like, well, it's fine. I have the Bible. I'll still do it by memory. It's fine. And I was there and I was telling to myself, I got this. I've done before. I got this. As I go up to preach, everything was not even organized. I was just saying just points from one point to another and going off tangents, and now I just embarrassed myself pretty much. Completely. Total disaster. And after that Sabbath, God reminded me again that on my own, I can't do anything. It's only when I depend on Him and I just let go of my will and allow His will to be done in my life when I could be successful. Letting go of all those emotions, all those feelings of saying, yeah, this is it, and I got this, and saying, Lord, I don't have this. So please, Lord, take the wheel. Lead me. Speak through me. And let your will be done in my life. I ask you, viewers, listeners, that if there's something that you feel like you have total control of, that you feel like this is yours completely, I plead for you, and I ask that you should give the total control to God. Hand it to Him. Because with Him, you'll do great things. He knows the end and the beginning. And He wants the best for your life.